What's going on, family, and welcome to the Seasonal Roast Show. So the first thing I want to get into today, I want to talk about Marvel First Look. A lot of people are excited about it. Me, myself, personally, I'm going to get into the reasons why I don't think this is like the greatest thing to be doing right now, but let's take a look at a few of the things that came out for Marvel's First Look. So Daredevil Born Again was the first thing that came to my mind when I knew that they were doing a flash forward. Because this is one of the things that everyone's been excited to see again, just based off the Netflix series. This Netflix series of Daredevil was an okay series. I don't know if I'll put it top tier as far as Marvel series goes. I feel like Punisher was way better than Daredevil. I feel like Luke Cage was a little bit better than Daredevil for the Netflix series. Of course, the other seasons, it started to downgrade a lot, but I'm just saying those first seasons that came out, I felt like The Punisher and Luke Cage, if anybody should have got a series, it should have been The Punisher. But I see why we needed to go with Daredevil to keep everybody in the loop of who these characters are. And of course, you want to go with the bigger name. Another thing I felt obligated to say is just like the guy that's playing Kingpin. Again, I still don't believe he's believable as the Kingpin. And unfortunately, I think that's going to be the downfall of just this Daredevil series, period. But just overall in the MCU, if they're trying to keep these guys going, maybe they later on plan on putting them in a film, which I don't think that's going to happen. Just the way that Disney Plus is going right now, I just don't see that happening. But we'll see. I mean, let's hope for the best. Next, we got your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. With this, honestly, to be completely honest with you guys, I felt like the X-Men 97 thing got them into the mood of making animated series. I don't know if it's going to work for Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I don't think it's going to work for it. Reason being, I feel like X-Men was something that everybody's been waiting on. It's a classic. Like, we grew up with the X-Men cartoons from the 90s. And unless the Spider-Man is your friendly neighborhood Spider is coming from those 90s cartoons as a continuation, I don't think it's going to get as much love as X-Men 97. Going into Ironheart, this is something I've been waiting for personally for a very long time. They've announced this back in 2022, probably around the same time. No, that's not around the same time they announced Blade. But it seems like it's been that long. And honestly, I thought it was canceled, but I believe because they filmed most of it, they couldn't cancel it at this point. And I'm happy that Riri Williams will be getting a show, and hopefully it leads into Armor Wars, but we'll see. I don't know where that's going at this point, because Secret Invasion was supposed to introduce a lot, and I feel like everything is just everywhere. Marvel's a little wacky right now, but that's a conversation for another time. I can't wait to get into that. I feel like we should discuss that a little bit more. But let me finish up here. So let's get into Wonder Man. This is a character I don't know anything about. Hopefully, I'm not going to look up anything until the debut of the show in hopes that it's going to teach me some things. I'm lying to you guys because honestly, I'm going to look up everything. Reason being, there was times where I thought that Disney Plus was going to be able to teach you something as far as introducing a character like Miss Marvel. I didn't look up much on Miss Marvel before watching the show. What was another one? I feel like there was another one out there where it was just like, I wanted them to give me the details about this person. Agatha All Along. I just finished that up. And I just feel like it was I don't know much, anything more that I knew about Agatha in this series from WandaVision. Like, it's just there for some odd reason, and it's a pointless show. Which again, if you're gonna do a one-off, cool, but I feel like they're trying to tie things into it, and it's not working out so well. I'm gonna just say that. But again, let's get back to Wonder Man. I just feel like if they do a good job, my man, he played Black Manta and Aquaman, and he played Candyman in Candyman, the self-titled film, I guess. So He's a great actor. I believe he was one of the actors that I said look out for in 2024. But I guess we're looking out for him in 2025 at this point. All right. So let's get on to the next topic. Our next topic is going to be the Little Durk arrest. So Lil Durk was just arrested in Miami for murder for hire charges. And honestly, with this situation, I didn't know what was going on until I delve a little deeper into the situation. First off, Whack 100 is like a pioneer when it comes to this stuff, and he knows what he's talking about. So I normally listen to him, especially when he got a Vlad interview. And on Vlad, he was pretty much stating that Brick Baby turned state on Lil Durk. And the reason why is because he pretty much got caught up in some stuff, and he mentioned things that wouldn't have came to the radar if he didn't mention it at all. So I guess one of the things he mentioned was, I guess we can't say that they didn't slide for King Von, and I guess it just created a snowball effect from there. Everything just rolled downhill. Thing is with Whack, he's a pioneer with this stuff. Like, he tells you what you need to hear. He doesn't care if you don't like it. And honestly, a lot of the times, like, I fear for his safety, but Whack is just one of those guys. He's entertaining. He's informational. So I definitely I tip my hat off to him because I feel like he's a solid guy. Like, I don't know how to say this. You don't like what he says, but you know what he's saying is true. So you gotta respect him for it. But at first I was just like, oh, this is Whack. He's just doing his thing again. He's just talking. But then that reminded me of Schoolboy Q's Drink Champs interview early on this year. And in this interview, he's speaking on checking in. And checking in is, I'm not even about to get into the details. If you don't know what it is, look it up. And he was pretty much telling artists to stop checking in, because what you're going to do is get yourself set up with, and the people that setting you up is the people you're checking in with, so on and so forth. And I remember at this time, I wasn't even paying too much attention to the situation of what he was talking about. I just thought he was just letting artists know, like, hey, this is a dumb method. Move forward, move accordingly. You shouldn't be in places you shouldn't be in. Like, if you're in LA, go to a top tier spot. Don't go to the hood. Plain and simple. But then it came to my mind when Whack was bringing this up on the Vlad interview. It was just like, all right, this is deeper than what I thought it was. Going back, Lil Durk is being charged for a murder for hire from 2022. Brick Baby had something to do with it, as far as Quando Rondo checking in LA and just matching all these pieces together. And I'm like, damn, that was deep. And it's crazy how these two interviews that's months apart, another interview or another live that Brick Baby did was a year ago, and how they all connected in this situation. I don't know if I'm going to investigate more because I'm probably not going to like what I see, so I'm just going to leave it at that. In my mind, free Durk at this time. He's a Muslim brother. That's all I know. Assalamu alaikum. Either way, I hope in some way, shape, or form what they're saying isn't true. These are all alleged situations, so we're going to see. All right? So that's that, man. Our next topic is going to be the 2024 election. So the 2024 elections is around the corner, guys. Go out there, go vote. I voted already. Made sure my people voted already. This is one of the ones, guys, and I feel like it's a little crazy out there right now, man. And honestly, what my thought process is, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to leave it alone. I just want y'all to go out there and vote. This is the Seasonal Roast Show. I'm going to leave it on that because I don't want to get myself in trouble. YouTube already tripping. So I'm going to see y'all next week for the Movie Talk Monday. I can't wait to see you guys because I want to talk about a lot of stuff that's going on in the film industry right now. A lot of things that's happening on TV. I want to get into The Penguin. Agatha All Along was trash. Probably not going to talk about that show ever again. Maybe just comparing it to trash, so maybe I will talk about it a little bit more. But like I said before, get out there and vote. This is 2024 elections. It's right around the corner. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll see you Monday for Movie Talk Monday. Peace.